Okay, I'm going to jump back to our resource pack directory. Now, in this next section, what we're going to do is exploring adding event listeners. So if you've worked with Drupal for a while, you've probably run into using hooks. The idea of a hook is that you can plug into virtually any process in Drupal to add additional functionality or alter the current functionality in some way. So for example, we can catch a form before it gets rendered to the page and add some additional inputs to it. And we can also hook into the submit function in order to add additional processing for that input that we added. This ability to add hooks is really powerful, and it follows a general coding pattern called the observer pattern. In these next steps, we're going to add the same kind of functionality to our framework to make it extendable. The Symfony framework supplies several tools that plug into this observer-style framework, and by adding our own, we make our framework extendable so that it can be augmented instead of modifying the source code directly. So in Symfony, this is called event dispatching. And in order to use an event dispatcher, we have to include the event dispatcher component. So in your resource pack directory, we're going to open up step 46, composer.json, adding event dispatcher. Let's copy the entire code, and we'll paste it over the code in our composer.json file and save it. The only line we're adding here is this one, the Symfony/event dispatcher. And now we need to update this in our code base by running composer update. So I'm going to go back to the terminal screen. I'll clear the back scroll, and I'm going to type composer.var update. Again, depending on your installation, you may be able to type just composer. Okay, so we get this nothing to install or update message, which sounds kind of weird, but in a previous example, we included a component that required the event dispatcher to work properly, so it's already been downloaded. But now at least, just in case the dependencies change in that component, we're explicitly specifying that event dispatcher is a requirement for this project. So if those requirements change, our requirements will stay the same and we'll still have the library to work with.